Continuing our coverage to do with the DCEU, the future of the DCEU, the Snyderverse, and much more. So, what is good, YouTube boys? Do you if you are new around here? Please make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the daily Marvel, DC, pop culture content we do on a daily basis. Comment to help the algorithm. Also, subscribe, turn notifications on. Also, if you want to see what the beautiful face behind that beautiful voice looks like, just check us out on Instagram at WarStew. And if you could, follow me on Twitter, WarStewG. Right, let's get into this video. Finally, someone has grabbed something and reacted. Now, let's just dispel this rumor. So just because this movie cost $200 million to make does not mean they can't scrap it and reshoot the whole thing. Remember, back in 2017, Justice League extensive reshoots. After Zack Snyder shot the Justice League movie, the whole movie was filmed. They did extensive reshoots, did a 60-page rewrite, even though there was no reason. And now the Zack Snyder Justice League movie has come out. Everyone is like, yo, Zack's movie much better than the Sweden cut. So please stop this. I don't even know what mentality it is. They can't rewrite the movie. They can't reshoot it. Why not? Have you not seen the video? Have you not listened to the video I did about the full plot leak for the Flash movie? It's a mediocre story. It's not going to go down well. It's really not going to go down well. Oh, but they can't spend more money. They've already spent $200 million. All right. So they randomly, according to Variety, spent approximately $25 million on extensive reshoots that have dragged up roughly 2 months filming in LA and London, according to multiple insiders. Like the Avengers Justice League centers on a group of superheroes who have band together to save the world. So they spent extra money on reshooting part, well, pretty much all of the Justice League movie. So I'm not saying they would have to reshoot the whole movie, but what they could do before we even get into this story is have Ezra in the first 20 minutes and do a Flashpoint paradox where right at the start of the movie he does something crazy, creates a time vortex or some kind of paradox, and somehow we get a new Flash right at the start of the movie, and they could reshoot the whole movie. I'm not buying this, but they can't reshoot a $200 million movie. Well, they can. Also, it's worth saying, just because this is deadline does not mean it's factually speaking, because unless it's a press release from Warner Brothers, it doesn't really mean it's actually 100% true. So the Flash movie expected to come out June 2023. The Flash is becoming Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav's first movie crisis because of the escalating coverage of incidents of Ezra Miller. Now, what I find interesting and fascinating is he literally choked out a fan in Iceland 1 year before they started shooting. They knew the way he was and they knew the way he acted because he had already done Fantastic Beasts. So they could have stopped this, but this was old Warner Brothers. Walter Hamada being in charge then, he's not in charge now because he has to answer to David LaLuca and David Zaslav and Toby Emmerich. They could have stopped this before it even started. Deadline has heard the studio has tried to get Miller help, but the troubling headlines continue to pile up. Could you send a potential liability onto a global publicity tour and have the actor anchor a huge studio franchise play? Zaslav has several choices he will have to make soon. A monster he can pull back on heavily promoting the summer 2023 film, confining it to some PA, which is quite common, and no publicity tour. This movie was supposed to restart and reboot the DCEU because Zack Snyder messed it up, even though realistically Zack Snyder's Snyderverse could literally save this problem, but they won't do that, will they? There is no winning in this situation for Warner Brothers, one studio source tells us. This is an inherent problem for Zaslav. The hope is the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released, and hope for the best to turn out. That's not going to happen because there's already 2 cases of this disgusting, despicable, gross incidents that has happened with evidence. I mean, they've even got court orders. That tells you everything you need to know. It ain't going to get any better. It's going to get worse. In Zaslav's plan to make DC a success, just like Marvel under its new structure, with its own boss. They could quite do this. They really could quite do this. Like I said at the start of the video, they could reshoot the whole thing, have the first 20 minutes in it, and, you know, do some Flashpoint paradox right at the start, and then have some variants where a new Flash appears. So I'm going to skip a few words. Ezra Miller, we hear, is simply not part of those plans going forward in the future universe, regardless if there's more allegations or not. Interesting. So pretty much what they're saying, Ezra Miller is out, pretty much. The newest round of unflattering headlines came twice in the last 2 weeks for the 29-year-old Miller. The Daily Beast reported there was a temporary harassment prevention order this week from a 12-year-old and a mother against the actor Miller allegedly menaced the family and acted inappropriate towards a non-binary child, a 12-year-old. Okay, we're going to skip the rest because we've covered it. Essentially, you've all seen the alleged grooming. Allegedly, this person, Ezra Miller, has been grooming people. Allegedly. Okay, we're going to skip all that because it's been all over the news. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not looking good for Ezra Miller, and this could screw up the DCEU and the Snyderverse forever. Why? Because realistically, at the moment, Jason Momoa, Aquaman, Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, who actually, careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life, appears in the Flash movie. There's only 2 members of the Justice League left now. Okay, we can also put Henry Cavill Superman back in that because he would come back without a shadow of a doubt. Ray Fisher would also come back without a shadow of a doubt if he got an apology. So there's 4 members. So all they actually would have to do is bring Ben Affleck back, and he would come back in a shadow of a doubt for Zack Snyder, as he was on holiday when Snyder called him to do the nightmare scene in Zack Snyder's backyard, and he was like, sure bro, I love you Zack, whatever you need, I'll come help. So all they need to do is recast the Flash. Now, although I think Grant Gustin is very good Flash for CW, season 1, 2, 3, maybe season 4, I don't think it should be Grant Gustin because too many people will affiliate that with the CW. But the problem now with Grant Gustin actually ever crossing over to the movie universe is Ezra Miller Flash crossed over with Grant Gustin. So that whole epic crisis crossover has been tarnished by what he's done in his personal life. And then it went on to say, Warner Brothers has so far declined to comment on Miller or where the Mountain instance will leave the studio and the actor's future. Deadline has reached out to Miller's legal reps and will update should they have any statements about the recent restraining orders against the actor. Now, this is not looking good. I know, I see the replies that people keep telling me that they're allegations and they're not true. He allegedly, we have to say allegedly here on YouTube, he allegedly flew a child out and their family to set a Fantastic Beast. Why would an adult fly out a child and their family to visit a movie set? Unless you want a competition and it would be the studio and you get to meet the stars of the movie, that should never have happened. This is not on, it's not right. I do not want this person portraying one of the greatest superheroes ever. I feel sorry for all the people that have worked on the movie. Hundreds of people work behind the scenes because now the whole project has tarnished. It's tarnished. If the allegations are true, which the evidence is mounting, no one will want to go support a movie if the main star has done what they allegedly have said he has done. It's really bad because I'm such a big Flash fan. But then we did a video yesterday where we went over the alleged plot leak for the full movie of The Flash. And let's be honest, everyone, it's a mediocre, poor movie at best. I would say the CW season 1, 2, 3 is fire. So much better. The plot point for that movie, I hate to be a critic, I hate to be harsh, but it's mediocre. And then yesterday, what else? What else did they do yesterday? Here's your first look at Andy Muschietti variant cover for The Flash, the fastest man alive. And The Flash is naked on this. What? Why would they put this out? Because based on the incidents that's going on, why would they put a half-naked image of the Flash? Okay, granted, it's a comic book character and it's a comic book picture suiting up. This is very insensitive towards the allegation. But what's more interesting on this picture is we are finally going to get a live-action look at the blue Blackman suit. That is the only decent thing that's come out of this. Seriously? Why would they do that? Why would they put that picture out after the allegations? And what's more interesting is a couple hours later, via Bleeding Cool, DC is reportedly pulling the semi-naked Ezra Miller cover due to the controversy. This movie is being tarnished by Ezra Miller, the main star. Now, I know what people are going to say. You can't reshoot it because there's Sasha Calle Supergirl, there's Michael Keaton Batman, old Batman, there's Batfleck, Ben Affleck, the Donis, Batfleck, and so many more, but they really could reshoot it if they wanted to. It's not a case can they afford it, it's a case could they. But the fact the source was told, regardless if there are more allegations or not, Ezra Miller will not be a part of any future DC projects after The Flash. Currently, there is no decision made on how to deal with his involvement in Flash. Now, I see the comments, people like, yo, War Stu, you're a freaking idiot. You're stupid. They're not going to waste $200 million. Well, like I said, they wouldn't realistically have to reshoot the whole thing. They could reshoot half of it. They could if they wanted to. Now, I know David Zaslav is trying to make money, not waste money, but Ezra Miller, because of the controversy, they're going to have to reshoot a bunch of stuff for this movie, and there is reshoots. Yeah, I get it. I know what they could do, what I've said from the start, right at the end of the movie. They bring a new Flash in, kaboom, right at the end of it. The new universe has a new Flash. But the problem is, will people go support this movie? It's been tarnished. Ezra won't be involved. They should announce a new actor, and that will take on the role and reshoot the ending and reveal the new actor. Cool. But everyone, I mean, I've specifically said this from like literally as soon as this story came out, they should reshoot the ending because we don't want Ezra as the Flash, because these rumors, they're not good at all. And anything that tarnishes a DC property is not good. DC's reputation is already bad enough. It doesn't need this bad PR. So like always, guys, let me know, what do you think they should do? If you've seen yesterday's video, I've seen all the comments. You basically all say the movie is terrible. They should rewrite it, scrap it, not release it. So the plot's not very good. The actor's doing dodgy, really gross stuff allegedly in his personal life, and has been for a while based on allegations. We've got to say allegations. What should they do? Will you support the Flash movie? It's not a very good place of DC. And Black Adam, we're about to change the hierarchy of DCU. A week after the first trailer came out, no one cares for Black Adam. The Black Adam hierarchy, it's not going to save the DCEU. I'm sorry, it's not. Because Ezra Miller, The Flash, has tarnished the Flash movie, which was supposed to be the biggest movie ever and was supposed to go head to head with Multiverse of Madness. I think the only hope we got at the moment is Matt Reeves' Batman universe. Sadly, an Aquaman 2. I think that could be cool. Mira's a minor character in it, to be honest. But it's not looking good for the DCEU. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Check us out on Instagram at WarStew. And I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.